Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the LA Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. They'll need a big play here will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now their versatile running back, here's Austin Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Osa Odighizuwa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a deep one for Johnston. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Johnston with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are. This team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially in the first few plays of any series. And a big score like that really adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Room here to run. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day.
Oh, Prescott stripped and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That stop for a loss made by Damone Clark from his linebacker spot.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Allen, the man in motion left. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
5-9.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. DeMarvion Overshown in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Out of the gun, Herbert. He gets it to Johnston. Touchdown! Quentin Johnston with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Oh, Prescott stripped. And picked up by the Chargers. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And the return will stop right around the 25. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
Now Herbert following the turnover. He's got it to Williams. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
It's another typical season for Williams last year. Big-time playmaking and also an injury that kept him off the field for a few games. Still put up just under 900 yards to lead Los Angeles, and he picks up the first with that catch.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay game.
And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Mike Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. And let's face it, a bigger one for this offense. No chance to stop passing now the way that he's going. And then we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 2nd down and 8. Prescott off play action. And his throw is going to be incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
51 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. And maybe there that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. Offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this one too low. The Chargers at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Fighting through at the 25. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start with the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. And the tackle for loss goes to Aaron Kendricks. And the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys that call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. And the rookie Darius Davis deep for the Chargers. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mozzie Smith. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now a deep one for Johnston. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. To throw is Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Herbert finds Johnston. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience.
Well, it's him personally or just the offensive game plan. I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Throwing, Prescott. Going right back to Ferguson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the red zone now, Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now it's 2nd and 10. On the draw, it's Pollard. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
5-9, 5-9. Hold the trips right. Ready.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And that's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Now it's Herbert. The guy's man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 34. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Herbert on first down now. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions, they're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who?
Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett from 10 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point try now from Dicker. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Prescott to throw it. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. There he goes again. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without them, they're not winning this game.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. And Johnston sent in motion. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. His throw incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Herbert going to change the look.
Crowd right. Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A give to Pollard running left. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. Prescott now on 2nd down. Pass complete to Moore. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a give running left is Eckler. He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Breaks through the contact. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Let's go. Hey, Kaplan.
On second down, here's Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll run left with Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, play of the game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as good running gets him to about the 44. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Prescott now from the 50. He gets it to Cooks. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. In motion right, one of the tight ends. Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. Left side to Lamb. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 21. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They toss it down to Pollard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before, and now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson from 13 yards out. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Chargers. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion.
59. Hey, Ray. Ready?
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a 1-score game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense just added 2 more onto their lead, and now they'll see what they can do here offensively as they get it back following the free kick. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And what do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as he'll run on 1st down. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a give here to Pollard. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Prescott to throw. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Now, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 20-yard line.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And now a fake there on the jet sweep as he'll give to Pollard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. And they take a knee. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Guys, dig deep. Come on.
They'll run forward with Pollard. Going absolutely nowhere. We'll wind up losing a yard or 2. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. Charles, for this losing side, they're ahead.